everyone. I'm Dr. Stephanie D. Burrows, president of Stephanie Speaking. We're a speaking, training, business navigation, and strategy company. I've also written a book and done an audio book called Dating Your Business Prospect: Practical Strategies for Successful Business Matchmaker Meetings. That's for those of you who are looking for business from the government and from corporate America. I know many of you are wondering, what did I mean by this program that I've scheduled for April 8th, hashtag FWO, hashtag for women only. And it's called Women, What the Hell? Now, I know sometimes you must think that about yourself, something you did or said and it just didn't make sense to you. You're going, if it didn't, I know I do it all to myself. Like, woman, what the hell are you thinking? What was that about? Flip the script, change that. It's not productive and it's not taking me towards the goals. But first, you have to be aware of what you're thinking in order to be aware of what you're speaking, and realizing that what we think and what we speak, we reap. The purpose of this program is to help us become much more focused on the who am I and what am I about and what's my evidence. It's about transforming our thoughts. Because if our thoughts are not in alignment with our goals and with our dreams and with our desires and with our businesses or the work that we're doing or the careers that we're in, then there's going to be disruption in one or the other. Oftentimes, even if it's in one place, the work, the business, the career, whatever, it's also happening in the home. But sometimes it's like a seesaw. Going back and forth, and you're just wondering, when are we going to ever come into parity, into balance? Well, we have to change the way we're thinking, what we're speaking, and what we're doing. And in doing so, we increase our self-confidence. And let's just start with self-awareness. We become super conscious of ourselves. We become very, very aware of who we are and what we're doing and how we're presenting ourselves each and every day, everywhere that we are. And so we begin to be able to do a self-assessment, a self-reflection, a self-assessment, and then self-adjustment. Because many people aren't ready for the adjustment. But you have to first know who you are. Really. And I'm not talking about the titles and the roles. I'm not talking about being a mom and a sister, a daughter, a wife, or whatever. Those are roles and titles. Who you are was who you were formed to be before you were put into your mother's womb. None of those things existed then. So let's get back to the core. And once you know the who you are and whose you are, you become unstoppable. So come and join me on April 8th, and you'll see the link for the program, which is being held at the Comfort Suites Woodbridge, and that's on 1 South and Avenel, New Jersey. I don't care if you're coming from New York, if you're coming from Pennsylvania, if you're coming from Delaware, if you're coming from New Jersey. Look, you don't want to drive, you can get there by train. Get off at, you call the hotel in advance to find out how to make arrangements for the shuttle from the hotel, and they'll pick you up from either Metro Park or Woodbridge. Be sure to call. The information is on the Eventbrite registration, and you must pre-register. It is incredible. It is so important that you pre-register. And in fact, I'm going to tell you, 8765432. Registration must be done by April the 2nd. That's a must. That's a hard stop. April 2nd. Register by 6 p.m. April 2nd. Okay? So I'm looking forward to seeing you, because we're going to do some activities. We're going to have a little music. We're going to have something to eat. We're going to have a whole lot of bonding and wonderful spirit going on in the room. But at the same time, you're going to be having some revelations about yourself. You're going to be thinking a lot more deeply about the questions that are asked and the examples you are going to be thinking about, things that have taken place in your life already, and then looking forward into the future, what you want to take place in your life. It's all about transforming our thoughts. And in doing so, we transform what we speak. What we speak transforms our emotions. And when our emotions are transformed, we transform our activities, what we're willing to do, the actions that we take. And then finally, that in itself transforms our outcomes. What is it you want? What are you looking for? I just did a portion of this piece with, I combined it with some other things in a workshop that I did for business owners. And it was growing grit in government contracting. So I incorporated some of this along with my grit factor um, training. And I have to tell you, it was amazing to hear the feedback, to receive the testimonials and compliments, and to watch people intent about either being responsive to the questions asked or being very, very, very focused on what I was saying. I mean, here's the thing, no one left the room. This was for a crowd at a business event. So, and I didn't have the music, and we didn't have the breaks for fun stuff. They were working it out, and they were going through a metamorphosis right there in that room. But I want the same for you. I hope you want the same for yourself. So join me on April 8th. It's 9 a.m. to 12 p.m., so you have plenty of time to do your shopping and all the rest of your household chores afterwards. And walk away with some new acquaintances that, who knows, one day may become very instrumental in your metamorphosis, in whatever it is you want to do, in creating new relationships or introducing you to new relationships, or having an impact in your careers, in your jobs, in your businesses, or whatever it is you're doing, or even on a volunteer basis, associations and so forth. You just don't know what can come of it when you're in the midst of others of like-mindedness. I'm Dr. Stephanie D. Burrows, and I pray for you, and I would say to you, Loka Samusta, Suki no Bhavantu. I was taught this means, may all beings be safe, happy, at ease, and at peace. And then finally, the light in me bows to and always honors the light in you. Namaste.